Good, whatever it is. I'm Mentelis. I'm back to Thrawn's Revenge. So, last episode, let's get over to our fleet. We took over a couple planets. We need to expand that, and we need to expand the fleet. A good part of... Ooh, wrong button. A good part of doing this fast enough, or playing this well, I think, is going to be rapid expansion. So we're going to order up 2 new capital ships right off the bat. And we're going to want some smaller ships too. No scouts for now, but we're going to match the fleet we currently have. And we'll get other ships eventually.
Hyperspace jump complete.
I don't think I ever built one of these.
A new facility is complete.
Let's see what else we can do. We can get a hangar station, hidden bases, structure build rate decrease, growth rate increase. That sounds useful. And we'll call it good with that. So, while our fleet is moving, we have a second fleet being built. Because honestly, I feel like the fleet we have is a little too big. But I think if we took much off of it, it'd be too small. Because they're really outgunned. We have 4 ships facing off against 9 here. Okay, go. Get a fighter squadron. Also get a fighter squadron. Spend your ability points real quick. And... okay. And so this is the start of our second fleet. Got the fleet tender. What are your abilities? Repair and resupply. Let's not be self. Be missing antimatter and have strike fast. Okay, so it uses antimatter to restore strike craft faster. Okay, that's good to know. So that's our first fleet out here. We'll join the second fleet in here. I do not want that fleet tender with us though. So, guys, 2. And you are now a fleet. Oh, and of course we did it just a little bit earlier than our ship being built. So we've got to order it again. That is okay though. Okay. And our next one is going to be able to establish a garrison to move all together. We don't know anything about this planet, but go for it. We have the fleet tender. Oh, I did grab the fleet tender. I built 2 of them. Dang it. Okay, stop. 2. You guys are group 2, and once again. Okay. Then you... we're actually gonna... I think what I want to do is move these guys to be their own, and one of the fleet tenders jumped. Second fleet. So... tactics, leave the fleet. Head back. You can do some damage, but not much. I don't want to lose them. And our first fleet has finished their battle. We will join the first fleet now. And I need a garrison here immediately. Once that is done, first fleet can move on. Perfect. And get connect Mega Mazer, and you will get overwhelm. Second fleet is doing okay. They're holding off the enemy forces. That is a Victory 2 Star Destroyer, I believe. Yes. And we want to take out the smaller ships first again. This is my personal military philosophy because we're reducing the incoming firepower. So by taking out the smaller ships, we'll get a firepower advantage, or at least have less of a disadvantage. And our capital ships, the Ascendancy class Star Destroyers, are more than a match for their Victory 2s. Awesome. go ahead and build that up. We'll build it up further in a moment too, just we want to get the basics going. And the first fleet is on the move already. And our fleet tenders, you guys are going to be fleet 7, which is way out of order. You are a fleet unto yourselves. You will go one planet for, maybe not the best move, but I'm going to do it anyways. And we need a new group of scouts as well. Fleet 7, you guys should also move together. That one.
Ready to receive orders.
Good. Okay, scouts. We're gonna need 5 of these. Development complete. Perfect. Second fleet is doing wonderfully. Threat cruiser is almost down. There's another dreadnought to fall after that. We've lost shields on one of our 2 ships, which is fine. It will hold up. It will last through the rest of the battle, I'm sure. Oh, shields aren't entirely down. Also, you might have noticed that I've shut off the music. I got a copyright strike from it, just Star Wars.
Dreadnought cruiser ready.
Wonderful music. It adds to the game for sure, but I can't use it on YouTube. So. Got the extractor. How are those scouts coming? We have one of them. I have a transport ship, which you can colonize and crew extractors. Good to know. And I'm trying to think where we're going to want them. Without knowing much more of the galaxy, it's really hard to say. Our scouts, you are group 9. All 1 of you. 2 of you. And second fleet has finished its task. Take over the planet. And we have another scout off the line. And as soon as... Actually, autocast isn't enabled, so they'll just automatically explore then. Not quite what I was hoping for, but still, we need them exploring. And they are going to be splitting up, so that's good.
We have found an apt site for further operations.
Okay, and what do we have here? Again, another Terran. This is a Terran tier 2. That should be a pretty easy one for us to take.
Ready to receive orders.
Your next task is to take that planet. So if you haven't played this game before, all you really have to do in the early game is capture as many planets as you can. And the faster we do it, the more income we can have, the bigger fleet we can support, and so on and so forth. On that note, I'm actually going to build up a 3rd fleet. Okay, I think 1 of those Star Destroyers will actually be enough. But we are going to boost its support fleet. Just in case. And these logos are throwing me off. Star-based constructors. Yes, yes, please. We definitely need one of those.
A new facility.
Hostile culture over here. We want to move towards this planet as fast as we can.
Star Destroyer
You guys are moving. The first fleet is done. Capture that planet and move on. Is this? Oh, these are the new frigates we built. Yeah. So these little scouts... Oh, placeholder. Woohoo! They don't do much. The idea is that they're fast-ish. And so they can... Yeah, they can hopefully get their enemy lines. I'm not sure if they're going to make it, though.
Stormtroopers have secured
9.
the planet.
Perfect. And you guys are moving on. Good. We have the resources. We could start to consider expanding our fleet capacity to. Let's take a look at that. We should work on our research as well.
The Empire cannot afford such expenditure. cannot afford such expenditures at the moment.
Okay. Well, we'll get one military and one civic research station. I want to focus on military, but in order to have a military, we need the economy for it. One of the things I like about this game is they make it a little bit more realistic by giving you tax on your units. And
Ascendancy at the ready. Ready to
oh,
receive
I did those both in the same thing. Oh well. So they'll give you tax on your units once you go over a certain amount. I wish it was just based on how many ships you actually had, instead of just based on
A new
what your
facility is
capacity.
complete.
Okay, so this gives us more command and supply. I like that how that's simplified, but I do wish I could just get more capital ship. Oh, and I don't have that researched because I don't have the money for it. Okay, and is the third fleet
A new
ready?
facility is complete.
Fighters. Okay, and let's make sure we get all the right ships. You guys are the third fleet with the capital ship in charge. We will all jump together, and we know that their enemy is over here, so get over here. You,
A new
I need
facility is
another fighter, and then wing of bombers for both of you.
orders confirmed.
We have found an apt site for further operations.
Okay, so the first fleet is engaged over here. The second fleet
Comms open.
has finished their mission,
Complete.
We'll get there.
and once you're done, go here.
Heading out.
And then the third fleet is on its way.
Ready
The
to receive
First
orders.
fleet will be expanding up in this direction, second and third towards our new enemy. What do we know about them? I think these look like they're both Imperial Remnant, I want to say, but I'm not too sure. So Empire versus Empire, which honestly is kind of a fitting fight.
Star Destroyer
We'd have to fight for resources,
Star Destroyer
so
comms open.
that is what we will do. And I have the credits now for this. Do that. We need new ships, the fleet carrier. And the
Stormtroopers have secured the
craft.
planet.
Okay,
The Empire cannot afford such expenditures at the moment.
Ascendancy at the ready. Ready to receive orders.
perfect. Okay. Is there any planet that's still costing us?
We have
Background.
found an
And
apt
that's
site
where
for
we
further
are.
operations.
So that's to be expected.
Star Destroyer comms open.
First fleet is doing well, second fleet still on the move, third fleet has yet to arrive in their first engagement. I don't anticipate that they'll have any issues. The second fleet is a single jump away if they're
We have
needed.
found an apt site for further operations.
Here we go. First sight's on an enemy ship. Huh. An interesting looking little ship. And our scout is about to go down.
Ready to receive orders.
Place the ship description here, it will tell us what it did.
A new facility is complete.
The scout, it looks at things.
Orders confirmed.
Good description. So,
Orders confirmed.
let's see what else we have going on. We want to up our credit income at some point. And that's going to require a higher population on these planets. So let's go to our core worlds. Give them each an increase in size. The older planets, the idea is that they're already at their capacity
Upgrade complete.
or close to it, 92 out of 100, and so they'll be faster at actually using said capacity.
The Empire cannot afford such expenditures at the moment.
Okay, third fleet, how are you doing? You're doing fine.
Star Destroyer comms open.
Level 5. Doesn't give me any specific advantage, it looks like, so. Acquired a new planet.
An Imperial fleet is under attack.
Okay.
Ready to receive orders.
First fleet.
Research complete.
Ready to receive orders.
You do not seem to have any squadrons. Oh, the resupply vessels are needed for this. 7th fleet.
Planet upgrade complete.
I like that mechanic, actually. But it makes me wonder if we're going to fight a bunch of enemy fleets that don't know how to use the fleet tenders. So they just never have any squadrons. So we're going to hold here.
Captain here.
And we'll wait for the fleet tenders to arrive.
Orders.
A new facility is
First
complete.
fleet, go.
Lasers primed.
Just a scout ship.
Ascendancy at the ready. Location
Let's
locked.
cut them off, not try to go to where they currently are. Not sure we're going to make it in time,
Research complete.
anyways. So we're going to need more fleet tenders, and I think I'm going to bring one in, actually, as part of each
Complete.
fleet.
Thrawn would approve.
A new facility is complete.
The idea being that they can just repair on the go. Because with 3 separate fleets, it's going to be really hard to coordinate where the fleet tenders need to be.
Ready.
Good. Doing well, and our fleet tenders are still forever away.
Planet upgrade.
You guys actually don't need to all move together. Just get there as fast as you can.
Star Destroyer comms open.
Okay, we do have some ships in firing range now. Oh, we might get it before it jumps. Or not. That's unfortunate. And let's see.
Ascendancy at the
Going
ready.
up a level. Upgrade your abilities. Give it the fleet carrier as well. Let's get that research done. And pretty soon we're going to expand our fleet size. Starbase constructor. Okay. Not research. Okay, it's a civilian station? Oh, that is way... What good does it do to build this if I can't build the station for a
new
while?
facility is complete.
Seems rather strange. Let's take a look at the transport ship too. I'd kind of wondered why the Lambda class had the wings,
Have secured
because it
the
didn't need them. But, oh, that's where it is. That's why I keep getting thrown off. Everything's opposite side is what I'm used to.
Complete.
So I think getting rid of the wings was probably a good idea, but there was probably some functionality for it too.
Ready to receive orders.
Are the fleet tenders there yet? No, they're not. One jump away, and I'm rotated upside down compared to what I'm expecting. You...
Star Destroyer comms open. Location locked. Heading out. Ascendancy at the ready.
Second fleet go.
Star Destroyer.
Third
comms
fleet,
open.
you will capture that, and then you will move on.
Ready
First
to receive
fleet,
orders.
you need to hold a little bit.
Planet upgrade.
Get some more fleet tenders produced and on the way to our other fleets. 5 supply, which means... But that will put a fleet tender in with every... I really like this mechanic. I've actually been wishing for some resupply mechanic, and though it's simplified, it kind of makes sense too. Air station, refueling station.
A new facility is
That's a good idea. We can put refueling station on our
a new facility is complete.
border worlds. That way, we won't rely quite as much on the
Secure
fleet tank.
the planet.
Okay. That will give us an advantage. Capturing.
Planet upgrade complete.
Okay. Don't have very many credits. How are we doing? Not even close on the population. There's not really much point in expanding population capacity until we're close. This one could expand its capacity. You doing? I have to manage these all individually for what I think.
A new facility is complete. A new facility is complete.
I think this is the one I just upped. Or not.
Planet
These are
upgrade.
brand new conquered planets, so since they aren't ready yet. And where are those fleet tenders? Oh, you're in with the fleet now. Perfect. Okay. 7 and First Fleet. You are actually going to be combined into just the First Fleet now. Congratulations.
Orders confirmed.
And
Research complete.
fleet tenders. Need one here. One here.
Orders confirmed.
And we'll just move the second one. Or the third one there.
Ascendancy at the ready.
Okay, so First Fleet, you will complete your current mission. And I'm
Planet
thinking we'll
upgrade.
send you the opposite way
Orders confirmed.
and continue our expansion.
We'll get there.
Okay.
A new facility is complete.
Third Fleet,
Comms open.
still doing okay. Second Fleet,
Orders.
also doing just fine. Fleet tenders are en route, as well as the new research done. I think we're ready to up our capacity. I want those fleet carriers. And, okay, they're not capital ships. Patrol boat. Fleet carrier. Let's get one of those coming off the line too. 5 supply means I guess we do have to wait for that research. You Starbase Constructor, I actually don't need you for quite a while, so goodbye. That was a waste of resources, but at least now we know. I was curious if there was some smaller sort of starbase it could build.
Research
Done.
complete.
Broadcast center. Interesting. I would not think of this as a broadcast center. Looks like a dry dock.
Facility is complete.
This is a dry dock. Not used to these icons yet. Oh, that's the broadcast center. Okay, that makes more sense. And this is a capital ship factory. Okay, that makes a lot more sense. Kind of reminded me of fish hooks. I guess they're too far rounded, just like that barb on the end reminds me of it. Well, it's curved up here. But you'd have to cut off this bottom half. I know, it's a bit of a stretch, but it works.
Hyperspace jump complete.
Okay, you guys are approaching your fleet.
Ascendancy at the ready.
Go ahead and capture that. We have credits
Orders
to
confirmed.
spare. You're almost at capacity. Let's upgrade you. You're not even close, but you are fully upgraded in that sense. You are You're getting there. We have the credits right now, too. We're just gonna do it. You are at your capacity. I'll upgrade you twice. At capacity, we'll do it twice as well. Out of 100. Not even close. Okay. We're gonna do this one next.
Stormtroopers
Oh.
have secured a planet.
We've actually met an enemy now. Oh. That is the New Republic, it looks like. First Fleet. We gotta be smart about this.
Mega Mazers primed.
But at the same time, I think I've gone way over time. I failed to start my timer before this episode. So we will continue this, our first actual engagement with the enemy next time. I'm Mentalis. I'll catch you later.